Hello, and welcome to the Kansas State Veterinary Diagnostic Laboratory YouTube channel. This video will describe the use of the fecal egg count reduction test in the equine and bovine species. The fecal egg count reduction test is being recommended by the American Association of Equine Practitioners to evaluate anthelmintic efficacy. The beef and dairy cattle industry are increasingly recommending this test also. In horses, 2 quantitative fecal egg counts are needed, the Wisconsin technique. One on day 0, the day the horse is dewormed, and then another 10 to 14 days later. A fresh sample of 5 grams is required, and the test needs to be performed within 48 hours. 1 apple is more than adequate. It is best to conduct this test on every horse on the property to get a better indication of overall anthelmintic performance. To use this test in the most practical way for bovine clients, we recommend a fecal egg count on a pooled sample of 20 animals from the herd on day 0, the day of deworming, followed by a pooled sample of 20 animals on day 10 to 14. The 20 samples that you collect should be random. They do not need to be from the same individuals. This will give you information to calculate the herd fecal egg count reduction at an affordable price. A fresh sample of 5 grams per individual is required, and the test needs to be performed within 48 hours. Please submit the samples individually. This type of container represents approximately 5 grams of feces to be collected from each animal. The lab will weigh and pool the samples. The use of this test in food animals is more complicated to interpret because of these factors. Individual animal tests are not cost-effective. Cattle have 5 species of strongyles that produce eggs that cannot be reliably speciated visibly: Cuperia, Ostertagia, Trichostrongylus, Esophagostomum, and Homuncus. 20% of animals will produce 80% of the eggs in a herd. Certain species, such as Homuncus, produce more eggs than Ostertagia and Cuperia, while Ostertagia and Cuperia have more economic impact in the bovine species. Worms can become dormant, in other words, enter arrested development, where they become non-egg-laying at certain times of the year. The formula is day 0 egg count minus day 10 to 14 egg count over day 0 egg count times 100 gives you the percent of egg reduction. A score of 90 to 95% would be considered an efficacious deworming. The percent egg reduction will approximate the percent reduction in nematode worm load, or efficacy of your chosen anthelmintic. In the bovine species, the best time of year to do these tests is from April to July for northern states, including Kansas, and from December to March in the southern states. In horses, this test can be performed year-round. It is important to mark the correct test on the equine or bovine submission form. Under parasitology, mark the quantitative fecal float. Because this test needs to be done within 48 hours, please ship overnight on a cold pack. For more information about this sampling procedure or other diagnostic questions, please go to the KSVDL website at ksvdl.org or call KSVDL Client Care at 866-512-5650.